Hello. Let me turn chat on. Alright. Alrighty. I forgot how quick it loads.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent Tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. If we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly... APAS analyzed the shockwave. This leads us to believe directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also happen. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without... I implore you to take on this main...
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around.
Thanks for the help. Came in handy. Thank you kindly. Came in handy. This one's for you.
So I did a respawn from last night. It's weird. During the day there's only 6 guards, but at night there was like 9. But they do, some of them do sleep at night, but there's more of them. See, I don't honestly know where the last two are. There's one. Oh, you got in there?
With the skin on my teeth.
Just like that, Sam.
Honestly, the stamina toll is a lot more noticeable on the higher difficulties.
Right. Cargo.
God bless the truck. I want to break his ladder though. I don't know, maybe I'll do the VR training early on because I've neglected it the first playthrough. You do get some decent bonuses out of actually running them. I think I reached the Dowser in this chapter, and that'll open up the option for having the speed exoskeleton. Honestly, the only ones I ever really used are the speed exoskeleton, and I forget what it's called, it's like environmental something. It's the one that really helps with climbing.
Whoa, did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the brigands? Let me get started. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We've increased your allocation.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
pretty good title card art.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost.
Honestly, a
even
lot
at
of the
night.
card arts
And
make
when you
good
do
banners
place them,
for your
you'll
social
find them
media.
useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, the rivers ahead of you are... Oh, and Sam, call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers, and another... Huh? We've...
Excellent
That's
work,
a whole
Sam.
bunch of yapping, brother
You'll
man.
be happy to
Just
hear
say we
that
figured out the
tomorrow's
jammers.
regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Order completed. Well done.
Need to deposit these materials before we forget.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
That's the wrong one. Am I tripping, or did I just not see them on the screen? Just gonna throw the rest onto the Magellan.
Thanks, we appreciate it.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes?
Kojima.
She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, 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 tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
Oh man, I sure wonder who tomorrow is. Delivering at night's okay. I really just don't prefer it over daytime though. It's way prettier during the day. That's only good for like, if you want to have an easier time raiding camps.
Sam, it's Charlie.
Or avoiding some of the BT spots.
I'll need to brief you on upcoming access to delivery.
Mm-hmm. Sam, I need you to do something. Did you know go to the terminal and accept the order to do the thing? Keep on keeping on. Really close.
Sam, but in short, start by bringing the some in.
Bring place online, Samuel. There's only like, there's 2 rivers, but they shouldn't be that hard to get across.
This cargo.
I know what do not submerge means. Honestly, it should be pretty easy if I just keep the truck.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'm counting on you.
I don't know why I keep forgetting to hit that battery up.
Thanks for the help.
See if I can get him to 1,000.
Thank you, God. This one's for you.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for
And
the
some.
help. This one's for you.
What is it gonna be, a boss fight now? Need to check if I can actually cut the cord first. Sure can. God, they move so fast, dude. Like super high, but I think I could still cut it. Maybe not. Guess I'll have to grenade him. Or is that the toddler? Yeah. I wanted you to cut the cord, not punch him. Oh yeah, it's always silly with the way it speeds up with the exo pants or whatever they're called on. It's funniest to me when you're wearing the speed ones. I forgot just how many of them fly out of range, so you can't just cut it manually. Last grenade. No reason to concern on it. I forgot just how early the golden ones actually do spawn. I don't know if it's dependent on difficulty or what this is the like second or third group of them that actually spawn in the overworld. I already did find one golden one. They weren't as prevalent until late game in the normal playthrough though. That's why I don't know if it changes based on difficulty. Can't remember if this is my truck or just his. I'm gonna assume it's mine. This is just chapter 6. It's like right after Tomorrow got in the ship. Finally started acting somewhat normal. sneak me. I thought I was done with them. Oh, I see you, brother. Can't cut his apparently. Honestly, out of them, out of all the BT types, the ones that always give me the most trouble, definitely the Watchers. And it's not because they're hard to avoid, it's just because of what they do when they do spot you. Like that little wave of BTs, they spawn is surprisingly effective. And if they catch you, then the BT pawn spawns a boss where you are, so it's kind of like a domino effect, it just gets worse if they do see you. Excuse me? Should be out of range of them now. You know, I really like using the coffin skateboard, but it's super nerfed based on the fact that you can only use it in places that you've already extended the chiral network into. That, and it still takes chiral to actually even use it.
Security measures lifted.
Like, it doesn't take a ton and it's got a good battery life from it. But usually you're going to new places. So if you decide to bring that giant piece of gear like the coffin board is, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. At least early on. But if you use it late game, and you have everywhere extended to the chiral network, there's better options that are faster already. So even though you have a ton of chiral crystals, it's still not like the best option. It's cool and everything. It's just, it's placed very weirdly in the useful inventory tier list.
This is downright perfect. You are a master of your trade.
Like, you can almost do the same with a floating carrier and a small hill.
You have been making a real difference, or
and it can go farther.
Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
Especially if you upgrade it. Yeah, I like the little cutscene spook things that play when you idle for too long. I think those were some of the first things I saw before I actually did buy the game. It's fun to break it out every now and then, but it's never a piece of mandatory gear that I put in my list.
There's also the
it just takes up so much space.
As well. Feels like we finally turned the corner.
I'm assuming it's the one where with Higgs and the octopus smooch and all that.
I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people. With no shortage
I didn't realize it till last night, but if you turn off the Cupid thing for the plate gate at the end of the game, it locks you out of a quest line with the Ghost Hunter specifically. And if you can't do the Ghost Hunter quest line, then you can't fight the it's a specific BT boss. Can't remember what it's called, but like there's a trophy for it. And if you can't fight that trophy boss, then you also can't do the mission that pops up from that, where you have to stop I think it's F4 not something facility, but you have to you help the Ghost Hunter, that's a trophy, then you defeat the BT from him, and that's a trophy, and then after that it's like a not city that's about to void out, and then you get a trophy from that. So it's like 3 that get locked if you turn off the Playgate thing in your Cupid. Yeah, it might be that one. You don't get the option for the quest line until after you beat the Ghost Hunter's full quest line, defeat that boss. And I don't know if it ties to the one where you have to go to it's called the BT Nexus. There's a whole cutscene for it and everything, but I believe you have to do that first before that actual order will pop. Like there's a bunch of steps you have to do for like completion before it'll even give you the option. It's like one of the last missions in the game, if not the last main one. It's kind of equivalent to the old nuke situation that happened in Death Stranding 1. Yeah. Like, I don't know what triggers the actual spawn for the BT, but it's not like, it looks like a giant BT jellyfish or something, and Sam has to actually ride that, and that's how you enter the Nexus and leave it. Like, you can't just fast travel or walk there.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. You know this song? So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job.
It's a nice cutscene, but something about it's like, it gets creepier the longer it goes, for some reason. Like, it's uncanny as hell.
I know the blues they sent to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
I thought it was the one where Dollman starts singing too. Yeah. One of my favorite ones is not Charlie dancing, which I love. It's the one where Dollman starts dancing on the table with all the holograms. That one always cracks me up. Honestly, it's pretty nonsense the way they framed it, but I appreciate it because it's so silly. Talking to the president in that beach or whatever of APAC, and then out of nowhere he just starts busting it down with the EDM song. And then it, like, right at the end he's like, "Good God!" out of nowhere. It's so funny to me. I love it.
Are you alright, Sam? That was a gatequake just now. It seems West.
Oh yeah, you can order the it's like a novelty model size version of the pod on their website too.
Expanding the network until it's back up and
It's kind of
running.
expensive though.
Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2
It's weird though. If
Center.
I looked at it and considered buying it before I saw the price, but everyone who ever came in my house and saw that thing would be really curious as to why I had a pod that had a child in it that was fake, and then I would have to describe to them it's from a video game, and then you would have to describe to them why there's a baby in a pod in a video game that you spent $200 on, and at that point you'd have to figure out whether you'd have to describe to them the game's plot, and good luck with that. So it's a very unusual piece. Like, you can go on, I think it's on Amazon, they sell the Ludens figure. It's like a model action figure of the guy that puts the flag on the moon in all the intro cutscenes. But that thing alone costs, like, I think it's between $1,400 to $1,800 for this little action figure. And there's no, I will never buy that in my lifetime. But it just cracks me up that it does exist. It's like a super detailed version of that little Ludens figure that I have that was $40. But instead of it being a tiny little thing, it's more like 8 to 12 inches long and very, very detailed.
Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West Fort Knott as quickly as you can.
Yeah, it's cute. It's not cute. It's pretty cool for sure. I just, I would rather build a Gundam before I spent that much.
I'm counting on you, Sam.
More like a model piece to put on in a case on a shelf.
accepted. Thank you.
You can get some decent 3D printed masks, like Higgs ones off of Etsy. People print them all the time, and they're nowhere near the expensive price range. But my favorite was that Ultra Deck desk light. You can get cheaper ones, like $40 to $50 on there. They kind of angle and whatever, but the more expensive ones, they have the full like fulcrum motion of all the lights that you can manipulate. I think it's pretty decent. You can change the light color, of course. Oh yeah. God, even those cases are expensive too, though. Like the little glass light shelves, the ones I saw on Amazon were like $280. Some people auction off of, they go into old, close to closing down GameStops and they offer to purchase their shelves. I think that's pretty neat. They are good quality, but they're also super heavy and pretty expensive. I wish they would sell their case display shelves instead. Like, I don't want the ones that have like the glass in front of it. I like the ones that have the game case facing outwards. It's got like a little hook at the bottom and it slots the game in on top. Those are the ones I want. But for some reason they don't sell those ones. This mission's so much easier if you just fix that in mind and ride the monorail all the way there. I guess it's the intended way to do it. I just don't have the patience right now to actually sit down and fix all the mines. It's way easier later on after you get upgraded gear too. That's why I always wait to go to Mexico until you get a like rank 2 at least with the Dowser, so you can get the level 2 speed skeleton. Then you can just go to Mexico and sprint across the entire map because there's not a ton of obstacles and stuff like that to actually block your movement. Worst thing you get in Mexico are just earthquakes or the sandstorms. Because the sandstorms do suck. Oh, I haven't played Battlefield in years. I don't think I've touched it since like Battlefield 1, I believe. Like when I was in like 10th or 11th grade. It's been a very long time. I kind of fell out of Call of Duty and Battlefield at the same time. So shut the door. I didn't know that. I can't believe it though. I remember it was great because it was the same Christmas I got Battlefield 1. I also got Titanfall 2. I was very late to it. And they absolutely beat the hell out of me on that game because people are cracked out of their minds. Like, playing on a controller is hard enough with a first-person shooter. but you add in the movement speed, and every one of them was running snipers and everything. I did not stand a chance. It's a fun game, but holy hell will they beat the crap out of you until you learn how to be really good at it. Oh, that's the year I graduated too. I was out of school one year, so I didn't graduate till I was 19 years old. So I was 19 when I graduated. Yeah. I got like, when I was in kindergarten or first grade, I got pneumonia in my right lung. The place I went to, they had like, they did terrible upkeep on the ventilation and everything. So I got an infection that caused pneumonia. So then I had to go to the hospital for a while. And after that, took forever to come back from. So I was just out of school for a year from that. So I ended up being like a year older than all my peers.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, what gets me is going to work and having to ID people. And what year is it? Like, it's always IDing someone to see if they're old enough to buy tobacco. And in my state, it's 21 for that. So wait, I'm trying to think of what year it is now.
I'm so glad to see you again.
I think you could be born in like...
Hit by a massive quake.
God, my mouth's
I was
terrible.
afraid you might have got hurt out there. Or
I'm 28.
worse.
Let's see.
Anyway, I'll check your cargo.
I think you can be born in like the year 2004 or 5 now. And still be able to buy cigarettes, and that's what always gets me. It makes me feel old.
Cargo. It really shows. We were right to count on you.
Like, I was 8 in 2005, so people to be born the year I was 8 years old, for some reason, always strikes me as odd.
It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data.
I did ROTC and everything in high school, but I didn't actually want to enlist or anything like that. It was more like just wanting the extra credit.
I've never felt tremors like that before. Not even when the tar currents were acting up. It makes
We did
me
used to
pretty
move a lot, but that
concerned
was
about other folks living
like
nearby. But at least the
from like
monorail
6th
you
grade
patched up seems to be none the worse for wear.
till like 10th.
Hey,
I kept
out of curiosity,
swapping
have you
custody
restored
of who
any
was
of
my
the
guardian in life.
They'd be a
So I
great
got to
source
move
of
a bunch.
materials if you were ever in need.
It's weird because the
You've
more
been
you
such
transfer
a big
schools and
help
all
to
that,
us.
it's like
Rest assured, our staff
the
will
more
see that
people you
everyone
know,
gets their share of the aid
but
packages you delivered.
the less people
A
know
lot
you.
of people are going to be singing your praises before
Like
too
you meet a
long.
crap ton of people,
Best
but
of luck
none
to
of
you
them
with
actually get to really meet you.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam. Someone's been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the
They didn't
top
up
currents
our
have finally stabilized.
age of tobacco.
So
It used to
the
be
DJ
like,
Magellan should be able to travel without
I think it was 2018 when they
Call us
swapped
if
it.
you need us.
But they moved it from
Alright,
19
Sam.
years old to 21
Good luck.
finally.
Order completed.
It was an odd situation because when I was graduating, I could buy my own cigarettes, but when after I'd graduated, a few years went by, and I had to I was old enough to actually buy my cigarettes still after they swapped the age range. It was just weird. I don't think I've ever had bronchitis before, but I imagine it's pretty bad. I don't know why I didn't grab an order while I was on my way there. I think I can do both of those at the same time. And try it at least.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Do they know what caused it? God bless everyone who actually repairs the roads. Makes sense. Anything made from you? Not sure, honestly. Have to look. I saw someone yesterday that was like, check their page, and I think it was just a bunch of GTA stuff. I can't remember if it was yours or someone else's though. kind of stuff do you do? Like, what kind of content do you make?
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Like, you asked me if I'd seen any of your stuff, so I was wondering what kind of stuff you did make. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I did set the contract though. Let me see. Yeah, I've already got the contract with you, but I don't know if I've seen any of them yet.
Now leaving chiral network coverage. Now entering chiral network coverage.
I always wait to go to the inventor until after I get either the monorail or just the coffin. Just drive across the water there. Going the wrong way too. I need to go to the shelter. Yeah, usually they'll spawn like the first time after you make the contract, but they really stay after you like the structure a bunch of times. Like if you do sit there and like it one time a bunch, it'll stay for a while, and if you come back to it and you keep liking it over and over, it'll eventually just be basically permanent. But you can go in the options later on if you want to remove specific structures, or just turn off, like, if you realize someone's structures are actively getting in the way a bunch of the time, you can just go and sever the contract and it'll make it to where it despawns all of their stuff. way easier after you get the upgraded wheels. Gotta hit it at an angle. I do have a different idea. Be a lot harder though. Didn't even grab them all.
Let's get a move on.
Honestly, it's not even the rocks that are giving me as much trouble as it is the angle. Forgot about that. We're awful lucky it can't actually knock you down or damage you when it hits the back of Sam's head. God, I can't wait to get the stabilizer, dude. It'll get so much better after that upgrade. Oh yeah. You can get the upgrade too now in this game where you can carry a floating carrier loaded with stuff on the zip lines. Makes it so much easier.
Oh, hey, Sam.
This chick Lauren in this Animal Shelter's gotta have my least favorite voice acting in the whole series. Every time I hear her speak, it's like nails on chalk. Go ahead, Lauren, tell me.
Glad that you could make it. Checking the order information now. shot all this just for us? Oh, it's so much extra. I still struggle to believe you've done so much for us. How do you do it? We'd like you to have this data for everything you've done. See what you think.
Can't take it.
We're upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
It's not even like a just straight Australian accent. It's like it's Cockney almost.
Most armed groups are terrified of BTs, so they'll clear out the moment they catch sight of anything resembling one.
She speaks like she
Mind
chugs
you,
honey and
if you happen to
WD-40
get
at the
close
same
enough
time.
to touch the hologram, they'll quickly figure out it isn't real. So, think careful. Come back.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh yeah. I can't remember if you could do the two-ladder thing in the first game or not. Can you imagine if they would have, if you could have brought the screen shake back from Metal Gear Solid 5 every time you run? Dude, I don't know how people play the Phantom Pain with the screen shake turned on from running. Like every step, it's like the entire screen shakes 30% up and then 30% straight down with every step of his foot.
How you holding up, Sam?
Keep it up, Sam.
I'd have to look that up on Google. I can't recall the Pallet Guinness. The only one I can remember is either like Clone Wars animated series or the prequel trilogy. I think I was 2 years old when The Phantom Menace finally did air. I think it was 1999 at least.
Just a little bit more.
It has some pretty decent arcs. I never actually got into it when I was younger. but in the last couple of years, I did watch some good breakdowns of the series. It does help a lot flesh out Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship. Although I wish it did a little bit more of a, like, progressing Anakin's character arcs. Like, showing his progression. I don't know, in a weird way, it felt more like, it felt like it helped the character understanding of Count Dooku to me more than it helped flesh out Anakin from my point of view. If that makes any sense. I'm gonna be real though, I don't think I've ever met a Sith as incompetent as General Grievous. Damn. So you're about, I believe, 19 years my senior then? I didn't graduate till 17. I'll be, yeah, I'm 52. I'll be 29 in September. You probably got to see the Star Wars Christmas special that I've heard so many good things about. Still want to sit down and watch that one day and see why everyone hates it so much. I thought it was pretty interesting last night. I looked up, figured out about Kenny Baker. He was the short man who actually played R2-D2 in the original series. I just thought it was wild that they actually had a man who was 3'5" in the suits playing R2-D2. Like, he even had his feet sticking in the little R2 like legs at the bottom. I thought it was just crazy to actually see that.
It's thanks to you that we're in a position to share this data. Go ahead. Give it a look.
My favorite?
Bet you could use more materials,
I don't know. You get some of the best like combat and one-on-one interactions in Revenge of the Sith, like everyone agrees. But I kinda like the lore building and setting more in Attack of the Clones. I don't really.
This schematic is for combat.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Phantom Menace, honestly. Although I do like.
No one will be able to match your strength in close combat. That's for sure.
I do like Qui-Gon Jinn. He's not bad. They didn't do enough with
devastating electrical area.
kind of what's his name?
Any enemies caught in the surge
Darth Maul.
will
I
absorb
don't think they really did much with him.
charge, resulting in massive damage.
Honestly, I don't care about the politics on Naboo. I'll be honest with you, that bores me to tears.
You'll have no trouble defeating them with these gloves. As an added benefit, they'll also improve your ability.
I also don't think they really fleshed out the Separatists at all, and they kind of is a detriment to that whole plot line being so huge in the series.
See that you don't run out and find yourself at a disadvantage. We don't intend to
Geonosis was okay.
anytime soon.
See, I don't know. I'm so like, I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of Star Wars crap that they shove out now that I can't even say what my favorite is. Because now I'm just so like, not biased, I just don't care for it anymore. Like, to me the setting has always been way more interesting than the actual story told.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. This order
That's why I
is a
prefer
hostage
like,
rescue operation.
what's a good
The target
example?
for extraction is this man. He was conducting
I like
a
the
search in a
clones.
mining region
I like
where
the stories
communications
with the
abruptly
clones a lot
ceased.
more than I care to get
You went there at
invested
the
into
behest
the,
of the Dowser, who
like the
resides at
Jedi
next
Order.
facility you need to link
Or
up.
like the stories you get
Take
told in,
heed that the mine in question
if I
is
do want
currently
Jedi
under
stories,
the
I would
control
go to
of the
Knights of the
armed
Old Republic
survivalists.
easily.
A faction whose members have no
If I wanted to say my
reservations
favorite
about
Star
using
Wars thing
lethal
of all, it's
force
probably
and
Knights of
should
the
be
Old Republic
considered
1
a serious
on the
threat.
original Xbox.
To make matters worse, some of them have
Even
been
though that's
observed
more
wearing
like,
armor as well as
that just
active
feels more like an
skeletons.
Obsidian RPG
Such
than it
enemies
does a
will
Star Wars
possess
game.
increased mobility and defensive capabilities.
To me,
It
that's
would
peak.
therefore be prudent to bring equipment to counter these advantages. There's no telling how much longer they'll keep the hostage alive. Moreover, saving him may help us to pursue future objectives in this region and beyond. Regardless, this is a matter of
I
life
think I only
and
watched
death
Rogue
for the
One once
Dowser's
after
friend.
it came out.
Give your preparations
And
all
it's a
due
shame too, because I
consideration.
really couldn't tell you anything that
counting
happens
on
in
you,
the
Sam.
film at this point. Like, I do remember the ending, but I honestly can't remember anything else. Like, I still haven't sat down and even watched any of The Mandalorian. Haven't seen The Mandalorian, none of Ahsoka, haven't seen The Acolyte.
Thank you.
The only one of the new trilogy I sat down and watched was Force Awakens. I just can't bring myself to sit down and even try to get invested in the new ones at this point. Haven't seen the Kenobi series. There might be more that I just don't even remember. I don't know, I like the more rural drama shows. Usually, like, I'm more of a crime guy than I am a science fiction. But I do, like, if I had to pick my favorites, it's definitely Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Sopranos, even Game of Thrones season 1 to 7. What else? I don't know, those are probably my biggest comfort shows. I like some animes, but honestly I can't sit down and like really just watch them and enjoy them. Like I have to binge them all in one afternoon or evening to actually enjoy them thoroughly. Like I love JoJo, but it's a lot to sit through. It's fantastic. But you won't catch me rewatching original Naruto nowadays. Which I love Naruto, don't get me wrong. But it's just so much filler. And they just never get to the point. Unless you specifically turn on episodes that do get to the point. That's why I like the more personal crime dramas. Because it's the actual characters with real stakes in it. Whereas in Naruto, some guy has this special quirk about him. That he does this special ability. And it turns all the main protagonists off essentially for a while. And then the main protagonist says, ah, but have you considered this? And they pull out this tactic, and it overcomes the enemy. And they're like, holy shit, the main character's being the main character. And it does that 50 times and across 4 seasons. If we pretend it's progression. That's why I'm like jaded, because most animes really fall into that trope. Run, Sam. Ow. I'm dead.
Wake up!
Should have scattered it out first rather than trying to charge in. I've seen Breaking Bad way too many times, dude, and I'm at the point where I want to watch the Mexican spinoff just because I want to see their version of the story in a lesser quality, and I want to see how it stacks up to it. Because for some reason that sounds like a good time to me.
I see you've returned from the seam at last, Sam. I'm afraid your cargo was stolen, Sam. Taken and stashed in an enemy postbox, I believe. The location should be marked on your map, though. Let's go and get it back.
I think, like, Better Call Saul is really good. I'd give it, like, a solid 9 out of 10. But the more I see of it, like, the less I really care about their main plot arcs. Like, there's only so many times I can sit down and really care about watching the courtroom and them talk about the Amarillo branch. This fucking bank, the Mesa Verde. Like, I know it fleshes out their character arcs. They care so much about opening this new fucking bank branch. But they spread this plot of them opening a single bank branch over 4 seasons. And in the background, the only thing that's literally happening is Jimmy and, what's her name? Rhea Seehorn plays, what's her face? But the only thing that's happening is they're very, very, very slowly. Jimmy's wearing on her, and she's becoming a worse person for it. And 90% of the screen time is just legal jargon about, hey, we need to do this thing, but someone in the background is being a piece of crap and messing up the paperwork. Whereas in Breaking Bad, it's like, did you realize that Walter White is planning to explode someone? He's going to poison them, he's going to murder them, he's got this crazy idea with magnets, he's going to ruin the police's evidence, he's going to assassinate Gus. Did you... He's going to invent an explosive to betray the drug dealer so he can get his money and get out of the scenario. And when you go back to Better Call Saul with Jimmy, it's, hey, Jimmy swapped the numbers on a legal document, and now Chuck is having a breakdown because some electricity got in his household and he can't figure out the paperwork problem. They're both very different types of suspense shows, and I like them both, but Breaking Bad to me is superior in a lot of ways. Are they all just unconscious? Love this sound design.
Reporting for duty. Stick a fork in me, Sam. I'm home.
I'm coming, buddy. Do wish we could have got their jetpacks.
What?
Yeah, don't really need to use the assault rifle. I'm always too worried that it'll end up being the lethal version, and then you gotta deal with a dead body. It's always a bigger pain in the butt to have to deal with a dead body than it is to have to slowly and stealthily, non-lethally take down an enemy base. Unless you're near a tar lake, in which case you can just load them all into a vehicle and then drive the vehicle into the tar.
man we came to rescue appears to be unconscious. Place him in a protective bag and get him to safety.
Well, that's the survivor.
All right, time to take our ailing friend to the Dowser shelter. We just need to figure out how to get over these mountains first.
Pick up a Middle Eastern man, and Kojima immediately decided to put some mandarins into the theme song in the background. That is not racist. Like he's practically serenading a freaking King Cobra in the background while I'm carrying the first Middle Eastern man in the series. What did he mean by this? Survivor's a cool guy. His questline ties to the that one special BT mission. Can't remember if it's the Tar Lake one or the other, where you have to go into their nest. Really hope they didn't take my truck. Nope.
Now entering Chiral network coverage.
I don't know why you can't just throw him in the truck and leave him there. You want to wife a kid more. And I still haven't even had a child yet. Or been married. Honestly, I'll just leave the rest of the loot here for now. Rather just come back and grab it later. You can go out and to the left. Well, no, it'd probably be more efficient to either. Go back the way I came. My biggest fear has always been if I end up having a child with a woman and then later down the line having to figure out custody agreements and all that. It's one thing to lose the person you love and then still have to financially cover for them for the next 18 years. But then to have to do that and also worrying about like custody agreements, swapping your life around every 2 weeks. Figure out if you'll at least be able to see your child for like 3 days on a weekend. Court costs, things like that. That stresses me out way too much.
Right, got a little cargo under the shelf in the back.
God bless the Dowser and her speed exoskeleton. Hers is actually one of the specific settlements that's fun to reach on a bike. Like it looks like a kind of like a mini version of Port Knot City, like at the very end of the first map in the first game. Oh, we love Flow Roar in this household. I can't remember if it's the same song, but it would be funny if this is the same one that plays when you're heading towards Port Knot. It's a shame their singer passed away.
God, so that's the place, huh?
Good evening, Sam. Credentials verified. Security
security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised.
Yeah, that's a pretty weird scenario to be stuck in. I just thought it was so sad the way they have the, they have to have the still mothers to be able to exist. If I remember correctly, I think there's like... God, he almost jump scared me. I think there's 2 times in Death Stranding, one where you essentially think Lou's dead.
Ah, there you are. Thank goodness. And you saved my friend, too. Give me a moment to
I always love the portion where Dead Man takes Lou the first time, because you gotta bring him closer to the beach again. So you're just stuck without Lou and you have to sense the BTs manually up in that mountain where the snow is. It's always a fun difficulty spike.
I can tell. I think you might be just the person I've been... This was meant to be. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a great part. I like it because you can't, obviously you can't see them, but you'll be stuck sneaking around, and since you're sneaking around prone and having to hold your breath constantly, you'll get close enough to them before you see them, and then you'll see the prompt on the screen where it says press circle to cut the umbilical cord, and that's how you know you're standing face to face with one. I always love that. Honestly, I can't remember. He might have. Oh, it's over.
Now display your current porter grade.
So, I'm a part of the chiral network now, am I? You can't even begin to imagine how much this is going to benefit my work.
So I'm like a part of the chiral network now?
For a level 2 PCC.
Wow.
I sense, for instance, this
So
more advanced
quirky.
PCC will allow you to fabricate zip lines. And this zip line's design is even better than the one you used back in the UCA. I also have another gift to share.
Oh yeah.
A
I like
schematic
the way the
for a
Cupid
booster
is
skeleton.
looking in
Throw it on
Death Stranding
and
1
I can
more than the
carry
new
heavy
one,
cargo
honestly.
with relative ease.
You can buy both versions.
And prepare to be amazed when you give it a boost.
First one looks more like a
You'll run
USB,
faster
the one in
than
Death Stranding
jump
2 looks
even
like little
farther, too.
coffins.
That's a signature feature. It also has shock absorbers that reduce the damage you take from a big drop. But don't forget that boosting consumes battery power, so make sure you've got enough for when you need to rely on these features. Oh, and in case you're wondering, that friend of mine you rescued is doing well. His condition is stable, and he's just catching up on some sleep. I can't thank you enough for getting him out. There's another request I'd like to send your way, but I'll need a little more time to get everything in order. I'm still in the middle of process, so I hope you don't mind waiting. I hate to inconvenience you, especially since I wouldn't even be able to make this request.
You know,
had
out of
to
all
save
of the
them.
things in the game they could have
Oh,
made
by the way,
merchandise for,
do you like
the only
apples?
thing that let me down
My
was I
friend
like
brought
the,
me back with
I
him.
love the cuff in the
It's
first
just a
game,
shame he grabbed
and
it
then they
before
swap it to
fully
the ring
wrapped
in the
it.
second.
He's got a bit of an
And I
impulsive
wanted
nature,
to buy the
just
cuff,
his way.
honestly. It looks
Don't
way
worry,
cooler and
he'll
it's
be ready to
neat.
eat soon enough.
But
I'll
you
send
can
it
only
to
buy
them.
the ring version on
Thank you
Kojima's
again, Sam.
website, and it's stupid expensive.
I'm glad you were able to
And
get
it's
them
just
out
this
safe.
tiny little ring light
That
ring.
group was more dangerous than your average band of hostiles. Those weapons they were carrying were
AI taking all the
state-of-the-art.
RAM.
You'll need to keep an eye out for them in
The only thing I actually knew about it was
Groups
like
these make me
they have to
nervous
expend a
about
ton of
letting
water
tomorrow spend
to
time
actually
outside.
be able to
Even though
process
she's
the
doing
things.
better. When you return to the G3 Magellan,
Like all
you
of the
should see for
servers with
yourself
AI.
how much progress she's made.
I'm not too
And
well
get some
knowledgeable in the
rest.
whole situation.
You're long overdue. I'm sure Dahlman's tired too.
Order complete. Well done.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Oh, I was trying to figure out why they were different colors. It's just one has attachments and one doesn't.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
It's dangerous running the boost skeleton without the stabilizer though. Like, you can make the large leaps and cross a ton of gaps, but if you leap off an edge and you actually start falling real distance, you're gonna have a very hard time when you hit the ground.
Hey, come on.
Tomorrow. I'm sorry, but you have to stay on board. It's too dangerous to go out by yourself. And you'll have to put on your shoes.
Look at this, Tamar. They're not quite ripe yet, but I think they might... It's okay, Tamar, really. For you.
I think it's the AI more so. It offloads a lot of your workload. Like, it's way easier as far as like computer work. But it just costs more in the long term. Definitely doing daytime. She is. I wish they had a little bit more of her, like, story. She's got a cool gimmick, she just feels underutilized.
Had yourself a good kip? There's something we'd like to discuss with you. Mind coming to the bridge for a quick chat?
They didn't, it surprised me because when you do the cutscene and watch all of her storyline, she never really elaborated on who got her pregnant, so I had to look it up, and it was an in vitro fertilization, so it was essentially she got herself knocked up for the program.
Glad you're here.
Also, I think bridges is way better than drawbridges.
Listen.
As like an emblem.
About the girl.
I like their fashion a lot more.
This is the spot where we picked her up. We're still reading Tarfall activity there, which means there might still be a passage to the other side. It's possible she could still use it to go back home.
You want to send her back to that hellhole?
If that's where her family is, it's where she belongs.
You've got to be kidding me.
I don't know, it's hard to not pick Sam.
She isn't one of us.
Like, every character has at least one interesting quirk.
We found her inside. It was
but they're also kind of shallow past that quirk.
One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar?
I think both Hartman and Deadman have varied drawing stories.
How else did you think that chiral
but they fall a little bit more flat because they don't do combat necessarily.
That the tar is a sort of
unless it's
primordial
Deadman in DS2.
Wait, are you saying that Tomorrow is a chiral creature?
No, not at all.
But Deadman's presence isn't really stated until late game.
Proves that she's human.
Well, the world we found her in was filled with the dead. Almost like some kind of beach. But Tomorrow herself is alive. She's a living human being. We should look after her.
Yeah, she got fertilized for the
women.
It was either Bridges or it was Apex. I can't remember which. I had to Google it last night.
In every conflict and
she
disaster,
wasn't going to be a still mother, though. I know that much.
The first to suffer.
But even if her world is as bleak as you suspect, she may still be happier there, surrounded by the friends and family she knows and loves.
Friends and family don't guarantee happiness. Not in the least.
I understand how you feel, but I believe she should stay with us. Sam.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole. We can't send her back.
All right. I'm pulling rank and making the call. She stays. At least until things have calmed down. Understood?
I hate to be default, but I'm probably going to have to just settle with Sam. It's easier to name the characters that aren't my favorite than it is to name one favorite. Like, it's definitely... I don't like Tarman the most, or Rainey. Tomorrow's not bad, but she's not in the list of top character. Mama and Locken are okay. I do like Die Hardman way more than I should. He's goated.
Did you hear that just now? It came from the
another
hall outside.
cutscene's coming. I guess I just prefer the more personable characters like Hartman and Deadman more than I appreciate the combat ones.
I can't find Tomorrow. She must have left in Magellan at some point. She's not wearing a room terminal, so we have no way of tracking her position. And the continent is full of dangers she's never encountered.
I should mention she didn't appear to have received even a single vaccination. So I decided to repurpose the batch Deadman left for Lou and gave her the full gamut. She's been immunized against just about everything, so you've got nothing to worry about on that score.
But she's still a stranger in the world that isn't her own. And I don't think she's capable of surviving out there. Not all by herself. Please, Sam. Find Tomorrow for us.
And be sure to take a weapon with you, just in case. When you're ready, check...
Mama is pretty good. She's a good actress too.
Sam, something worrying came to my attention while I was searching for Tomorrow. There have been a few reports of mechanized belligerents in this region. You should consider them hostile if and when you come into contact. So, review your equipment loadout via the delivery terminal and make sure you're prepared for anything. Only then should you pick up the next main order.
All of Drawbridge is committed to helping you find Tomorrow. Let's bring her back home, Sam.
Sam, tomorrow's footprints. Why don't we see where they lead
background OST.
Sam, I think I've got something. Check the marker I've added to your map.
I thought it was supposed to be morning time.
Sam, you see that structure? I suspect Tomorrow was the one who built it.
Thanks for the help. Thank you kindly. This one's for you.
You think Tomorrow perhaps used this rope to make her descend?
The idea of Tomorrow genuinely thinking I need to use a climbing anchor to get down this mountain rather than just using any of her abilities is really pushing it, but also really funny to me. Although to be fair, she does elaborate like very late game on Viking porters and everything, so I guess it would make sense that she would want to use the gear.
Sam, we might have found Tomorrow's trail. Check the marker on your map. It may help you track her down.
Sam, that vehicle appears to be locked up tight. You won't be able to take it for a drive.
Oh no. Come on. Shaken baby syndrome. Let's go. I mean, he is really not going, or she is not really going up in that meter.
Tomorrow might have been the one who placed this ladder here.
Light to shine the way.
Awfully kind that someone went to the trouble to build this, wouldn't you say? Look, Sam. A cairn. Tomorrow may have stopped here to rest and get her bearings. Our investigation's on the right track. I just know it is.
Sam, I think we've got a lead on tomorrow's whereabouts. You'll find a new marker on your map. Use it to refine your search.
Better be goated.
Sam, we have to deal with these men first. We can find tomorrow once that's done. Sam, can you hear me?
No, I'm gone. Oh yeah, I agree. Get to play, playing PS1 on the PS5 version really opened my eyes to just how good the actual controller is. I have a shotgun? I don't even have a shotgun. I know what to do. Alright, the parry is not as reliable as I remember.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
Usually you can just parry them with the bind. and it's all fine and dandy. However, they do so much damage that if they hit me, I'm already critical. Run, Samothy. God, they can catch even with the speed suit on. And a quake. Samothy.
Sam, can you hear me?
Samothy Samuel Portering Jones. Run. Oh, I know. It's a very specific scratch that the game feels. It's very it's got a niche of its own in a lot of ways. Like the combat isn't even the strong suit, I would argue. I think the planning out the route, knowing which gear to take, and getting there efficiently is the most fun of it for me. I don't even have a PCC. I'm out of blood bags. Oh god.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up.
It's getting worse. Yeah. Like after a certain point with the weapons, you unlock them and you're kind of just at the highest tier of possible damage you can output, which is, it's fun in its own right, but it's not as fun as like getting the best movement gear and being able to, the hell did I just capture? To me, it's not as fun as having the max gear, elaborately planning out which way you're going to take and what gear you're going to use, and then following through with it. To me, that's a lot more fun than the combat. I completely forgot about the evade existing. No, that's not what I want. I wanted to rest. No, it's offload. That's rest. The most out of stamina.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, I agree.
That harmonica of yours? Why don't you try playing it for a little bit?
When did I get a harmonica? How do I equip said harmonica? Am I gonna have to Google it or something? I swear to you, I don't know how to access this harmonica they spit about. Unless, like, you massage the shoulders until it runs out and then square becomes a harmonica prompt for some reason. Screw it, I'm Googling it, because I don't know. It says you equip it by going left on the D-pad because it's a wearable. But when I press left on the D-pad, nothing happens. None of the D-pad works. Maybe you have to do it before. Counts as glasses.
Let's just sit here for a second.
Is that the only thing you can play? Alright, I'll give him that. That was better than I expected. Forgot about that in the first game.
Excellent work, Sam. Now then, let's see if we can learn anything of use from this jacket. It could point us in the right direction.
I didn't either. I wouldn't have been able to figure out the harmonica unless I googled that. Very Castlevania. Pretty good. It's a shame she doesn't get to do it more.
I didn't have anywhere else to go.
Are you trying to find your way back?
I suppose you have friends and family there, waiting for you to come home?
I don't know.
Everyone there has passed on. There's no place for the living in that world.
I'm gonna be honest though, I don't necessarily think I would say she's as strong as someone like Quiet in the Phantom Pain.
Tell me, am I really alive?
Well, yeah.
But at least she's not just bait like Quiet was.
Do you want to stay with us on the DHV Magellan?
But I saw how everyone was fighting because of me.
Ah, I'm sorry.
All that wasn't your fault. We're just worried about you. Wait.
I don't think I ever had a family. Do you have one?
No. Not anymore.
You miss them?
Yeah.
So, I can stay on the ship?
I swear Sam just gets consistently tortured through both games.
Thank you.
Like even like the small things. Like even when people are trying to be honest with them, they lie to him to certain extents. Or they just outright don't trust him, even though he's only trying to help people.
You have a very special gift tomorrow. It could help us. But for that to happen, you first need to learn how to control it. Want to come work for us? You can stay on the ship as long as you like.
This is our gift to you. As long as you have it, we'll find you. No matter where you go.
Welcome to Drawbridge. To our little family. Come on, let's head inside.
It's an interesting dynamic. One pregnant with a child that can't give birth, a child from the dead side, and one that I don't want to say what is because it's a spoiler.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Honestly, good question. The only thing I know for sure is that she did know that she sent her to Nirvana. Or rather that Lou sent herself to Nirvana. It's one of the two. The only thing I know for certain is that Lou was the one that did the jump. And I know for certain that Fragile knew that she ended up in Nirvana. Because there was a point of contention because everyone on the forums was wondering why the hell Fragile would think she would be safe in a place like Nirvana, seeing how bad the place was.
Took the liberty of loading the cargo you left outside onto the DHV Magellan. There's something that's been on my mind lately. You had a run-in with some mysterious mechanized assailants while searching for tomorrow, right? Well, after comparing their data to that of the gargantuan mech Higgs summoned, I've concluded that all of these contraptions appear to operate on the same underlying technology. None of them have been fitted with remote operation modules, nor are they capable of
the thing that gets me is how people like Rainey and Tarman, they never sell the lie, like with Fragile. Like they never give off her even allude to the knowing the truth at the end of the game.
Though I'll be damned if I know how that's possible. It's almost as if they're spirit-driven machines. Ghost mechs, to give them a name. I'd say it's a safe bet that there are more of these things out there. So to ensure that you're prepared to face them, we've added a Ghost Mech archive to the VR weapons and combat training program. Access it to check out the data we've collected regarding these mechs so far. Anyway, next up you'll be disembarking to go and connect Hartman's research facility to the network. He's an old mate of yours, I understand. Once you've made your preparations, access the Dowser's delivery terminal to get underway. Of course, the DHV Magellan can take you directly to the Dowser's shelter if you like. So if that's your...
What's going on tomorrow?
I'm gonna go out there and see if they'll keep talking. I was hoping for a special cutscene. I haven't seen any actual interactions with the cat yet. It kind of just lays there every time you inspect it, so I don't know if it does anything.
Dad! Mom! This way.
I need to bring stuff to the dowser ASAP. Like, to me, the most important things in the game are, like, they give you the most ease of access, like the core foundation of the gameplay. So the jumping, speed, ability to grab things, and general movement on the ground. So I always rush for the exo speed skeleton. The gravity gloves. Definitely the stabilizer, even though that one's a hard one to max out. And the boots you get from the porter in Mexico. To me, they're the best boots in the game.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Should have brought my PCC. Forgot about setting up a zipline.
recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
A hell of a ladder.
You notice that sign, Sam? I think someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
Good to see you. This cargo is... My latest project is complete, thanks to you. I increased your Now displaying your current product. I sincerely... Am I?
Order completed. Well done.
Oh, that one's easy.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I wish you safe travel.
Honestly, it's kind of just free beryllium. Unless you mess up and let them get near you.
And the fears switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? -61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise. Men sit in circles and talk numbers. I never really liked the way they think of life as some kind of gamble and walk the city down. Where is it that I belong?
accepted. Thank you.
You know, Sam, I'm so relieved that... But she's safe now, thanks to you, Sam. And now we have to show the girl that we're equipped to take care of her. That the DHV Magellan is a place she shouldn't be afraid to return to. A place that she can call home.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Oh, for the love of God, Lou.
It's okay. It's all right.
I don't know why, but it seems like his meter almost never wants to go up.
Done and dusted.
Probably better just go to the rest.
Anyway, we've got the long road ahead of us. Let's get a move.
Now I'm curious to see what the mules and the brigands do during our gatequake. I can't honestly remember it ever affecting them.
Just a bit further now.
Not too feel like Hart is the system. She cracks me up.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Thank you for your service. Proceeding to order confirmation. The condition of this cargo is above average. Your assistance, please.
OP. Even more OP. Broken. Not bad.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
To be fair though, I rarely use the safe houses.
Condition assessed as good.
There'd probably be more useful like on the harder ones though. It's like you can decently make it back to any safe house on a lower difficulty without much trouble.
You've done it. The northwestern part of the Australian continent has been successfully connected to the chiral network. As a result, the probability of a new plate gate manifesting on this continent has significantly increased. As for what comes next, I believe a drawbridge ally is stationed at this facility. By strengthening your bonds, I have no doubt you will be able to accomplish even greater feats. So don't let me keep you. Your friend is waiting inside.
Facility doors have been unlocked. Please use the entrance to proceed into the facility.
Well done.
I really like their version of a safe house more than the one Sam gets.
Welcome, Sam.
Kinda awesome. They get like a full house that gets holograms all over it.
Please proceed inside. Administering shock. Stand clear.
Upper Beach reference frame confirmed. UB coordinates are L 47.37, B plus 6.32.
Hartman?
Huh. You're looking well, Sam. Thank you for coming. Oh. It's been a while.
Ticker still holding up?
Thanks to this support unit, I can flatline anytime, anywhere, without worry. No need for beds and the like either. I can sleep standing up. Not bad, eh?
Still looking for him, huh?
I am. They're a large part of the reason I came to this place.
You okay?
I've been rather unkind to my heart. You might say I'm on the verge of heartbreak. Still, it's a small price to pay for mapping the beach. And now that my work here is complete, I can accompany you all on your journey. Oh, we undertook the beach mapping program to help determine the most efficient strategy for linking up Australia. While near death, I traversed the beach and provided location data to APAS, which it used to build a database. Oh, APAS was my partner in this, you see. I also collected water samples from the various beaches I visited, which I duly deposited in the form of my own tears. Apparently, the water somehow circulates between them and the world of the living. The samples were required to study the phenomenon.
Huh. This is the first I've heard of it. I didn't think this was your field.
Oh, it isn't. Far from it. I collected the samples for the benefit of a collaborator. In the process, I placed a greater strain on my heart. But it's nothing to worry about. Like it or not, they all wear out, sooner or later.
You sure you're okay? All good in there? Is that all you're gonna take?
Yes. Everything I need is already stowed on the DHV Magellan. This here is my insurance. Well then, shall we go to the DHV Magellan?
Somebody lend me a hand!
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Anytime now.
Almost the full crew. I think there's one more.
Ah, Sam. You're the last to arrive. And now we're all here. Let's get to it. Recently, I received a number of strange mails that were apparently sent to me by none other than myself. And Fragile has been receiving similar communications too. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I got a few about Lou's records.
It goes without saying, I did not, in fact, send them. It's all very distressing and gave me palpitations. An especially concerning mail reached me not long ago. Attached were some highly sensitive UCA documents on BBs and chiral communications technology, including classified records of the BBs who were sacrificed to build the foundation of the chiral network. These extraordinary children were the catalyst required for the network to route data through the beach. They served as a bridge between the beach and our world. Hence, the Bridge Baby moniker. They were originally intended for the sole purpose of sustaining the chiral network. I'd like to discuss the implications of these records in my possession, but before that, I can tell you how Bridge Babies were developed in more detail, if you wish. R&D commenced shortly after the Death Stranding was first observed. The inciting incident having occurred during the performance of a cesarean section to save the child of a brain-dead mother. But perhaps the rest should be explained by someone who remembers the period. If you're willing to indulge me.
I can't speak with any authority, but if you insist. When the obstetrician touched the fetus during the procedure, it's said they glimpsed the beach. Subsequent research revealed that the unborn children and still mothers possessed a special connection to the place. While communications utilizing the beach had been theorized, the framework was incomplete. These children proved to be the missing link. Afterwards, development of the chiral network began in earnest. Or, so I'm told.
Let me grab something.
Wait, I have a question.
By all means.
What about when I was put in Mexico on the grid? Or my work in Australia? Have I been condemning kids this whole time?
Worry not, Sam. The new Cupid model does not require a human catalyst. You can be assured of that.
All right.
Bridget was president when this all began, and she wouldn't permit women to be deliberately rendered brain-dead in order to produce BBs. But the Bridges researchers were not deterred, and they pressed on with their plan in spite of the president's misgivings. To secure test subjects, it seems Bridges smuggled pregnant women into the country from Mexico, among other places. Consequently, they were able to produce the BBs needed to make the chiral network a reality. And 4 years ago, the first Bridges expedition embarked on their journey. This is what I received.
The Hispanic children saved the world.
BBs. Including backups, a total of 10 units were prepped for integration. But only 9 were used to lay the foundations of the North American network. I attempted to ascertain the whereabouts of the 10th, to no avail. But as drawbridge, we should have a higher security clearance than me personally. Just to be prudent, would you mind running a search? As Deadman determined, there was another BB-28 that existed before Lou, which was decommissioned. Fragile later discovered that, 4 years ago, Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number, and for reasons unknown, placed into storage. Now, the first expedition also set off 4 years ago, and they could surely have made use of another functional BB unit, yet again, for reasons unknown, Lou remained in storage. So did they have other plans for Lou? Was Lou deemed unsuitable for sacrifice? Or was Lou excluded from the mission for some other reason?
Like what?
Cardiac arrest imminent. 30 seconds remaining.
Not finding anything here. All the official records claim BB-28 was decommissioned. That's it. There's also nothing to suggest a connection between the missing BB and Lou.
Still, we know for a fact that they played a part in the first BB experiments. So we have to ask the question, did Lou play one too?
3, 2, 1.
locations, you'll be able to track the forensic mapping. Safe houses and large facilities such as you should make them.
Sam,
it's awfully
this is Charlie.
convenient.
We have another assignment for you. Head to Hartman.
What kind of cargo?
I have to smuggle them in.
Now, who was that?
Sam, the next major site to be linked to the Cairo network is in the eastern reaches of the continent, East Fort Knott. Our original plan would have had us route a connection through North Fort Knott, allowing for a simple and direct trip. Unfortunately, that city was completely obliterated by a void-out. As a result, we have had to devise a new approach, utilizing a series of connections between preppers in the region. Easier said than done, of course. Some of these preppers are currently refusing to join the network. But according to APAS's latest simulations, enlisting the cooperation, you're for... and it just so...
I like the little kung fu styles of melee combat you get from them. They're not super viable, honestly, but I'd rather have them than not.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I do like the cutscene that plays the first time you get to go into his bunker too.
Sam, I don't recognize that device over there.
It's because it's a seeking mine.
Sam, something appears to be approaching us. It exploded. Is it some sort of homing landmine? Sam,
That's exactly
we're in
what it is.
serious danger here.
work. This cargo is in perfect condition. I knew you would be pleased. Now displaying your current porter grade.
LMG's not bad. I like it. I probably prefer it over the assault rifles.
This technology is remarkable. And speak of the devil. I look...
Excellent work, Sam. You made a big difference today. According to APAS's analysis, Pete... Anyway, it bears mentioning that the denizen located there has a reputation as a... Go ahead and pick...
This cargo...
Sucks that you can't move it up one more unit. Because it could turn it. That's better.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Sam, that is a veritable herd of chiral creatures. Far more than we're equipped to handle. We should hurry and get away while we still can.
Please don't blow me up. Oh god.
抜けてくるなんてやるじゃん。最近物騒だったからやりすぎた。でもマジで運んでくるなんてかっこいい。ちょっと早すぎるペコでしょ。あんたいいやつペコじゃん。カイラル通信。みんなとピャーってすぐやって。
Arguably the best suit in the game.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
つながったペコ。これは調査に使えるわ。みんなと話もできるしね。ご褒美ってことでステルスしやすくなる静音設計のアサルトライフルと足音を抑えられるブーツ、そして AI カモフラの柄をプレゼント for you。 その柄のスーツを着るとなんとモグラ地雷の AI カメラに認識されなくなるペコ。もうモグラ地雷にドドドって追いかけられることは絶対にね。最近この辺やばいんだよね。無人兵器がいたなんて噂もあって自衛策は取ったんだけど不安で寝不足なんだわ。でもあんたの荷物で元気が出たペコ。お礼ってほんとさ、モグラ地雷は止めたからおつペコで。
Pico, Pico.
Great job as always, Sam. I'm guessing you must be pretty tired. Get yourself back to the... Oh, and tomorrow seems to be more talkative lately.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Fragile? What is tomorrow? We didn't have that where I came from. I don't understand what it means.
You know what will happen to these buds? They will turn into flowers. In the space of a day, they'll have completely changed. Living things can't help but change, you see. They can't stay the same forever.
But where I came from, nothing ever changed. So does that mean I'm not alive?
Listen, You are alive. The person you were yesterday is different from the one you are today, and the one you'll be tomorrow. You're changing. That's what living is. To change, and to embrace change. To transform.
Is this what my tomorrow will be?
Yesterday becomes today, which in turn becomes tomorrow. They're all connected, for better or worse. And death is not the end.
Death is not the end.
Welcome back, Sam. You should get some rest.
All right. Good night.
I think it's gonna be a nightmare. No, guess not.
Sam, it's Charlie. Your assistance has been personally requested once more. Access the data scientist delivery terminal to undertake this main order. One more thing. The details of this don't let them...
I better change that before I forget.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. So that was the esteemed data scientist. They didn't take much convincing to become a part of the chiral network after all, did they? I suppose the appeal of APAS's analytical capabilities was too much to ignore. And they must be quite the fan of pizza, too. The considerable weight of our last delivery did not escape my notice. Just how many pizzas do you think the chef was able to pack into that container? Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family.
Damn, I gotta get a new chair, man. This thing's about gave out.
Sam!
Yeah.
I was thinking, I should teach tomorrow a few things, but to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this? see. Thanks for the input. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Later.
Okay, tomorrow. Let's continue.
I don't wanna.
Forgot about the Studio Ghibli art.
Feels good.
Guess I can go grab that one real quick. Need to build more stuff anyway.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Nice.
Construction complete. Nice.
You want to grab another PCC since it's so close?
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Thank you, Kyle. This one's for you. Thanks for the help. Thank you, Kyle. Came in handy.
Woo! Feel that speed!
Ah!
That brought us fair.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help. Thank you, Kyle.
want it in range of that one, but I also want it close enough to this edge so I can reach that camp with the next one. That's good enough. I don't think I've ever had a single zipline ever not pay out in the end. It's almost always just worth it. Fucker. Samuel? Man's a genius.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Order completed. Well done.
Gotta be decently combat heavy. Should be enough. I think so, at least. If not, oh well. I'll figure it out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, it's already tied down.
trouble nearby.
My time to shine. Let's catch up. Ouch.
Can't tell if he's coming this way or not. Oh, he is. That was not an effective bush. Fuck her.